If you can't control yourself, how do you expect to control your life? Stop deceiving yourself. You are not a victim of anything but your own choices. Today, we're going to be real. Self-control is power. Every impulsive decision, every excuse you make to keep doing the same old things, takes you further away from the person you could become. How long will you keep giving your life away to those impulses? Self-control isn't just a personal development tool. It's the foundation of everything, because when you can take control of your mind and decisions, doors open to a life of purpose, freedom, and growth. If you're tired of feeling like every day is a meaningless repetition, stay tuned, because today we're going to uncover the power of taking control of your life in every aspect. This won't be an easy journey, but I promise every effort will be worth it. Part 1. Understand where you lose control. To regain control, you first need to know where you're losing it. The lack of self-control often shows up in small daily moments. Procrastinating on a task, deciding to spend just a few minutes on social media that turn into hours, giving into the same habits over and over. These patterns, though seemingly insignificant, actually govern much of your life. Why? Because when you avoid those moments of discomfort, you're teaching yourself to choose the easy way out, and that path is addictive. Every time you let yourself fall, you strengthen a mentality of weakness. The worst part is that while you maintain those habits, you reinforce a cycle of self-sabotage that, though it may not be obvious now, is pulling you toward a life of stagnation. Part 2. Identify the real cost of lack of control. A lack of self-control has a price. How much time does it steal from you each day? How many opportunities have you missed because you didn't have the courage to act according to your principles? Every time you choose to procrastinate, every time you decide that effort can wait, you are postponing your dreams and your growth. Imagine an entire day without that control. Chaos in your schedule, tasks piling up, the feeling that everything is overwhelming. That's the cost of living without control. You can't progress. You can't build a meaningful life if you allow yourself to give in. You need to face it, realize that every minute counts, and that each of those minutes is available for you to create something great. Part 3. Control your impulses and rebuild your power. Mastering your impulses is the first step to owning your life. From today on, every time you feel tempted to fall into an automatic habit, ask yourself, does this bring me closer to or further from the life I want? It may seem simple, but this is a powerful mindset shift. When you take responsibility for every choice, you stop being a victim and become the architect of your destiny. Be radical. Identify those impulses, set limits, and most importantly, commit to resisting them. Because self-control isn't something you have or don't have, it's something you build every day. Part 4. Set a powerful vision and clear goals. A person without a clear vision for their life is like a ship adrift, and in that state it's very easy to give in to any impulse or distraction. Define your vision for the next 1, 5, 10 years. Who do you want to be? What do you want to achieve? Only when you have a clear direction can you truly value your time and efforts. Set clear, specific goals. It's not enough to say, I want to be better. You need to know in what you want to improve. Break those goals down into achievable steps and move forward a little each day. When you work with purpose, you realize there's no room for impulses or excuses. Your vision becomes the compass that guides your decisions. Part 5. Surround yourself with an environment that supports self-control. The people and environment around you greatly influence your ability to control yourself. Evaluate who is in your close circle and ask yourself if these people push you to be better or pull you back into self-destructive patterns. Changing your environment, even in small ways, is key to progress. Surround yourself with people who have clear goals, who also value self-control and discipline. It doesn't matter if you have to make some uncomfortable changes. It's your life and growth that are at stake. Be mindful of what you consume, from social media to leisure activities, and choose what strengthens your control. Part 6. Find the balance. Between discipline and self-care, self-control isn't about living in constant deprivation. On the contrary, it's about knowing when to act and when to take a necessary break. You can't maintain a high level of effort without moments of rest, without times to recharge your energy. Find that balance. Make self-care part of your discipline. Getting enough rest, eating healthily, and giving yourself time to care for your mind are essential to being your best self. You can't be effective in anything if you don't have a solid foundation of self-care. True strength comes from knowing how to take care of yourself while working on your goals. Part 7. Practice self-compassion in the growth process. Remember that self-control also involves forgiving yourself when you make mistakes. Nobody is perfect, and there will be days when your impulses overpower your intentions. What's important is not getting stuck in guilt. Self-compassion is part of owning your life. It allows you to acknowledge your failures without destroying your self-esteem. Learn from your falls and move forward with greater strength. Every mistake is a learning opportunity. Every time you fall and decide to get back up, you strengthen your self-control a little more. That's what really matters. No matter what happens, don't stop. Ultimately, controlling your life is the most powerful and liberating act you can take. Do you want freedom? Start by mastering yourself. True freedom isn't doing whatever you want. It's choosing what builds and improves your life. Take control, set your boundaries, and build the person you want to be. Because only someone with self-control is truly the master of their destiny. Every day is an opportunity to choose self-control, to build a path to success, and to live in the peace and strength of knowing that you are the one who decides your future. See you in the next video, only if you're ready to break your limits and discover the true power of self-control.